यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य
ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः सर्वोपप्लवरहित प्रज्ञान घन प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्माहमस्मि सोहमस्मि ब्रह्माहमस्मि। ओम प्रपन्न पारिजाताय तोत्र वेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञान मुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। May the Almighty Shri Lord Venkateshwara bestow all kinds of prosperity, wealth, health with great immunity and eternal happiness with Paripurna Lakshmi Katakshams to you and the entire your family and friends. Let us begin Srimad Bhagavad Gita, verse number 11 of 17th chapter. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Aphalakankshibhir Yajnaha Vidhidrashto Yajyate Yashtavyameveti Manaha Samadhaya Sasatvikaha. Bhagavan Krishna explained three kinds of food habits, three kinds of foods, which brings three kinds of gunas: Sattvika Ahara, Rajasika Ahara and Tamasika Ahara. From these words, Bhagavan wants to distinguish the yajnas. So, yajnas also are three kinds. In these words, Bhagavan talks about Sattvika yajnas. Yajnas are the boons which are prescribed by Vedas. Though it is injected by Vedas, still people have three kinds of yajnas because of their attitude, their goal and their method of performing those yajnas. Now here Bhagavan says, so yajna means what? Yajna means to offer. Okay, yajyate, that is performed. Yajnas means what? That is performed means what? That is offered. Or we can say yajna means is to sacrifice. Yajna bhavana means what? Sacrificing the selfishness. That is what is observed by these first varieties of people. When you help the people, we help, small help. When you are walking in a corridor, somebody dropped their pen or somebody dropped her or his umbrella, you just pick and give them up. But after giving, if people are, just they receive and go forward means you feel something strange. We expect some kind of thanks, some kind of small amount of appreciation. That is what the human tendency is. When you do something, automatically there is a kind of expectations which is generated in our system. Now this person who is Sattvikaha, he performs yajnas without practicing that expectations. Purposely he performs the yajnas. Yajnas means to sacrifice. He also sacrificed the materials of the world, because every yajna, they do have their own prescribed materials. For yajna, you need to have a kind of list, If you are performing Ganapati Homa, okay? Do you know Ganapati Homa? Lambodaraha means the long stomach, that huge stomach deity. You have to bring modaka for that yajna. The modaka is the offering with the ghee, and there are other havis also must be there. But modaka is the proper naivedyam to be offered in the fire. Like every deity, it has got its own naivedyam. When you offer them, those materials are bought with your money. You should not feel that all money is going, my God, all money is going. We do have that, money goes, but I will get the result. I will get the result. Now these yajnas are performed with the result expectations. It means what? You are not at present. You are expecting the fruit. It means you live in the future. But Sattvika Yajna, which doesn't allow you to live in the future. He is not performing yajna for satisfaction. He is performing yajna with the satisfaction. When you perform any karya, any karma, any action with the satisfaction, then what? You live at the present. Living at present is the boon. That's what these yajnas are. There are 5 kinds of actions which were introduced by the chapter number 3. We know, nitya karma, naimittika karma, prayashchitta karma, kamya karma, nishiddha karma. Nishiddha karma means what? Prohibited karma. Therefore, we are not going to discuss about it because Shastra doesn't care about the karma which is prohibited. It does care, but once you stop the karma, you need not to do research on it. But Dharma Shastra does. Dharma Shastra means what? The Purva Bhaga. There is one Acharya called Sayanacharya. The Sayanacharya, who was the brother of Vidyaranya Muni, so he has written Bhashyam for all Purva Kanda. Purva Kanda means Karma Kanda. So what is the secret behind karma? What is the attitude that which has to be with the karma? Nitya karma means which has to be performed on daily basis. No option to quit. If you quit, means if you skip that, you will be affected by pratyavaya doshaha. It's a kind of papa. Then what? You should perform prayashchitta karma. No option at all. I mean, no option to skip prayashchitta even. There is no prayashchitta for prohibited karma. Exactly what is the main prohibited karma means? To kill others. Doing himsa to other creatures. Doing himsa to one's own body, mind and sense. Therefore, that is what considered as a dharma. Dharma stands with these 5 karma. Now these 5 karmas which were introduced in the chapter number 3 by the name of Nityadi karma. Okay. Niyatam kuru karmatvam karmajyayohya karmanaha. So niyatam karma kuru. You have to perform the karma. There is no option to quit. This nitya karma and naimittika karma, they have to be performed. Naimittika means what? So it is week based and month based or year based. Once in a year you do Shraddha. Every month you have to get it done, all kinds of tarpanas. Every paksha there are prayashchitta karmas. Every day there is a sandhya vandana. So like there are karmas which have been allotted to the human being. There is no choice to quit them. Now we have seen, nitya karma, naimittika karma. If we skip, we have to perform prayashchitta karma. Then only one is left, which is known as kamya karma. There where there is a chance you to become as a karma yogi or as a kami, karma kandi. What does it mean? Kamya karma means there are certain karmas. By performing, you will be provided whatever you want. If you want to have a baby, after marriage there is no baby, then you can perform putra kameshti yaga. If you perform them as Dasharatha did, you will be provided children. If you want to have health, dhanvantri yaga, and there are so many yagas, and all yagas, they do have their specific prayojanas. If you want to conquer your enemy, so Shatru Sura Samhara Yoga means yaga. There are so many yajnas like that. That kamya karmas which is performed by the karma kandis means grahasthas, the normal people who are desirers for the result. The same karma which is performed in order to achieve the desired object can be also converted into as a Naishkarma yoga. That is what is known as Satvika Yajna. The same Yajna, the Kamya Karma Yajna, which is performed without the expectations. Then what happens, the same karma, if you are performing, you are spending all the money, you are offering all the charity, dana to brahmanas, and you just performing without expectations, then the same karma will do the magic. All karmas I am telling will do the magic. They will provide you to get chitta shuddhi. Therefore, this Satvika Yajna is the supreme Yajna among all other Yajnas. The same Yajnas can be converted. Not only the same Yajnas, your normal mundane activities also can be converted into as an Yajna. Therefore, I always tell you, whatever that you perform with the yoga attitude. What is that yoga attitude? Yajna bhavana. So that bhavana converts normal activity into yajna activity. You can sacrifice yourself with every karma. That was the secret we have learned from chapter number 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's what Bhagavan says. Aphala kankshibhihi yaha yajnaha vididrishtaha ijyate. So, the yajna which is performed, yaha yajnaha ijyate, by the people who are not desirers of the result. Then what? That yajna changes. Yashtavyameti manaha samadhaye, and with wholeheartedly. They perform with whole heart. They don't hesitate, so this much I'm spending money, will I get the fruit or not? Why should I do? What the hell is this? No. Just he performs. He considers that performing yajna itself is a joyful activity. He's not sticking with the future. Future means he's not keen to have the result. No. For him, the day itself, the result. That experience of performing yajna itself is the boon for him. So he enjoys and he follows all the rules and regulations, So what has to be done, how it should be performed. Yashtavyameti. Yashtavyam means the method, what has to be applied while performing yajna. He applies everything, he follows everything, and also he provides a proper attitude. Then that yajna is known as Satvika Yajna. This yajna is suitable for all human beings. If you are matured enough, you can convert every activity when you get up. So immediately you can say Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. I'm going to offer everything what I am going to perform today as the yajna. I am going to convert every activity. When I brush my mouth, I offer. When I have food, I offer. There are mantras, There are mantras for that. When I eat food, that food, by saying, Annam Brahmara So Vishnoha Bhokta Devo Magheshwaraha, attitudinal change is brought into the activity. Eating activity, because eating we eat for the sake of our survival, we take food. That food intake itself can be converted into an yajna. Then you see your life is going to be miracle. You are going to be a special Atma. You are going to be a special person who become completely pure by the nature, Satvika nature. It is known as Naishkarmya Siddhi. You won't be sticking with Karma Phala. Then you become a cultivated land to be sowed the seed of Brahmajnana. then that Brahmajnana will sprout and it will become a tree as the Jivan Mukta. That is the fantastic, isn't it? Okay, then next variety is what? Let us read it. Abhisandhayatu phalam dambharthamapi chaivayat yajyate bharata shreshtha tam yajñam vidhi rajasam. Then the next variety of yajñas is what? Rajasika yajña. The same yajña, same normal activities which are done or performed with the expectations. With the expectations of what? The results. Results. Because they are attracted with the results. That too materialistic results. And they also plan. Now when they perform the result, they imagine as though the fruit has achieved right now. They will be constructing imagination on imaginations. They will be living and floating in the future. But they will be benefited, no doubt in it. But the attitudinal change is not brought about. Abhisandhayatu phalam dambharthamapi chaivayat. They perform, these yajñas are performed with the expectation of the result. Not only that, for the sake of show up. I call it show up. Show, in order to show they are the great people among others. Dambhartham. Hey Bharata Shreshtha. Oh Bharata. So Arjuna is told as Bharata, who is great among all other Bharatas. Tam yajñam vidhi rajasam. That yajña which is performed with the expectation of the result, because they are hanging on that results. Every time when they offer swaha, now they are not enjoying the yajña, they are endowed with the future, the results. Okay, this is known as rajasikam. Bhagavan doesn't say what is the fruit of this rajasika yajña. No, he just specifies, he gives the details. This is called rajasika yajña. That's all. The same karma. That's what the human glory is. Because when Vedas prescribe the yajñas, they prescribe the same yajñas with the fruit. Specified as a fruit, but Vedanta makes us to convert that fruit into the great fruit. Therefore, this Vedanta does the magic which discusses about the karta of yajña, also which discusses about the achievements of yajñas, then devatas of yajñas. All this extra knowledge, the knowledge of the substratum, is brought by Vedanta. These people, they are lacking the knowledge of Vedanta, therefore they are able to practice with the expectations, not knowing the fact. If you know the fact, because that expected things are inside itself, what is expected things? What do you think that we expect? We expect eternal happiness, eternal security, eternal peace. So all of them are already there inside. The thing is, we are not turning our attention towards in, because our attention always goes towards outside world. Outside world always inviting, come, welcome, I want to eat you. Every food, every material, every object in this world is attractive. They attract, and these indriyas are pulled by them. But buddhi has to work. We have to turn the indriyas, means we have to turn the attention. The attention must be withdrawn. We should not be victimized by this outside sources. Why this world attracts me? Because world loves you. The object of the world love you to continue as the samsari. But you have to be careful. We have to be careful. We have to convert every yajna into a proper Brahma yajna. Brahma jnana yajna. We have learned it from the chapter number 4. In the chapter number 4, we have learned how to convert normal karma into yajna, that normal yajna into Brahma yajna. Brahma yajna means how do we convert it? Without expectations and identifying the Ishwaratvam which exists in every yaga. Ganapati Homa, Ganapati is the deity. Now I am identifying myself with the deity. The deity, really it is inside. That is the secret of pujas. We have seen a lot. This much is enough with these words. We will go to the next verse. In the next verse, Bhagavan is going to talk about the detail of Tamasika Yajna. Vidhihinam asruttanam mantrahinam adakshinam shraddha virahitam yajnam tamasam parichakshate. Vidhihinam which is contrary to the Vedic rules. Vidhihinam, those rules are not followed properly. It is not that they are not completely following the rules, but vaguely they are not following the rules because not giving importance. Okay, I have seen myself, just lit the fire, just we will offer something. Some name, just you say Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, just offer whatever you want to offer. No. There are people who have studied for that. We have to allow them alone. Do you know one thing? Sannyasi should not perform yajna. Brahmachari also is not fit for yajna. No brahmachari, no vanaprastha, no sannyasi. Why? The brahmacharis are less qualified, okay, then sannyasi is overqualified, and these people, vanaprastha, also overqualified, means they don't need the fruit of the yajna, okay. Therefore, sannyasi is known as niragnihi. Agnikaryam nasti. The last yajna which he performs is called Braja Homam. Once the Braja Homam is performed, that's all. So the raga is not going to be there. He sacrifices all likes and dislikes in that yajna. He becomes completely fire. He doesn't need anything. Therefore, what he need not to perform, Vanaprastha he has left, therefore he doesn't need to perform. Brahmachari, who is not initiated into married life, once you have your spouse, then alone you are eligible to perform the yajna. Therefore, brahmachari also not fit for that, only grihastha. Therefore, yajamana, always, yajamana means the author for yajna, that person who organizes for yajna, for whose sake the yajnas are performed, has to be married. Therefore, they are asked to sit for karma, means a sankalpa in the yajna. In ashramas also yajnas are performed, ashrama which is run by a sannyasi, but for the sake of welfare of the world, that sannyasi will ask some couple to sit for the sankalpa. The sankalpa is going to be common to everyone, welfare, sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, like, so welfare of the universe. Jagat Geethai cha. Like that it is performed, but tamasa yajna means they are not following the rules. Maybe lack of money, lack of interest, or careless. It's okay, we perform, it doesn't matter. Oh, how it is possible? Karma means it has to be performed with appropriate manner. Vedanta is something different. Vedanta mein chalega, patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati chalega. So you can just give a leaf, a flower, a drop of water, chalega. There the attitude is important. But here, both are important. You have to give the material, what have to be sacrificed. We have to give. But it is not followed. Asrashtanam. Not followed by annadana. Not giving the food as dana. Mantra hiram, not worrying about the mantra. Any mantra, what the mantra we know, that is enough. Just going with the normal, known mantras, not performing what the mantras are prescribed. Adakshidam, not giving the krina properly. Shraddha virahatam, lack of Shraddha. Yajnam tamasam parichakshate. That yajna is said to be a tamasa yajna. Now you see, when you perform yajna, your attitude, your Shraddha and your expectation changes the result of the same karma. That is the secret of yajna. Now we have learned there are three kinds of yajnas. So what are they? Sattvika yajna, Rajasika yajna and Tamasika yajna. We will continue to the next words in the next session tomorrow. May the Almighty provide great immunity with all the people and let the humanity develop complete healthy life hereafter. Harihi Om. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.